switch. Don't think someone else is going to do it. We need you humming through this thing. We need you fired up. Because not only do we get to fire Nancy Pelosi, we get this thing done right. We elect a senator that will go retire Harry Reid too. So we got to get, we got to get War Gods elected. We got to get Andy elected. We absolutely need to get Bob elected. We need to re-elect our members of the legislature. Addie, so good to see you. She's got that great smile. And so she's going to be smiling even more when she goes back with some new play friends. Right? And we know this guy right here. He can't wait to get some new friends on the pool round. Let me just break it down for you this way. How many small business owners do we have here? Raise your hand. Okay, let me ask you guys a quick question. As a small business owner, when you get up in the morning and you're looking at your balance sheets, do you say to yourself, you know what, that profit thing is way overrated. I'm making a profit for Obama once and I'll just give it to him. You don't do that because that's not in your spirit. That's not the spirit of America. That's not what you do as a small business owner. You do what you do to create a legacy for the next generation. We have young folks here who are going to be struggling in a very short time under the debt and the deficit and the carnage that's being inflicted upon them by this administration in just 18 months. Imagine, without the appropriate check, without an Andy Harris in Congress, without a Governor Ehrlich in Annapolis, imagine the damage that will be done to your families, your businesses, to the state. This is just the beginning of their agenda. They were warming up with health care reform. They were warming up with financial reform. There's cap and trade, card checks. There's so much more to come from those guys. You stop it. Now, all of the rest of us, when we get up in the morning and we look at ourselves in the mirror, we look at our aspirations and what we want to do down the road, do we say to ourselves, gee, all I want to be today is poor? No, it's not in your spirit. You don't aspire to be dependent. You don't aspire to be poor. You don't aspire to have the government tell you how to run your lives, run your business, when to go to the doctor, when to get sick. You don't aspire to that. What you aspire to is a little thing called the American dream. And guess what? Under our Constitution, you get to define that. Not Barack Obama, not Nancy Pelosi. As the governor noted, we have from our youngest person here working. She's working for her future. Where's Margaret? Margaret, come here. I got something for you. Do I have my, where'd she go? She's making phone calls. There she is. Margaret, this is just a token of appreciation for you. But here's our commemorative coin from the bus trip. Need a job, Fire Pelosi. There you go. And a hat for you, which I'll sign in a moment. That's what we're talking about. So what we need you to do, there's a little homework assignment to help Bob and Andy and our entire team here, who's going to win on November 2nd and transform the state and move it in a new direction. A little homework assignment. You need to take out a piece of paper or card when you're leaving here and write down what you want the headlines to be on the front page of the Baltimore Sun on Wednesday, November 3rd. Write it down. But here's the assignment. Put that piece of paper or that card someplace where you will see it every day for the next 4 days. And when you do, ask yourself, what have I done today to help Bob Ehrlich become my governor again? What have I done today to fire Pelosi and send Andy Harris to Washington? What have I done today to elect Michael James to the state Senate, to elect Dustin, to re-elect Addie? What have I done today to help my community through this process by putting good men and women in place? What more can I do? What door do I need to knock? Who do I need to call? What neighbor do I need to touch? When you're standing there in line at your Starbucks or your 7-Eleven, turn to your neighbor or friend and say, have you voted? You plan to vote? There's this guy there in Ehrlich who really needs your support. If you want less burdens on your back, lower taxes, you want a government that's prepared to work for you and not against you. That's what you need to do over the next 4 days. We need you, Bob, Andy, the chairman, all of us. We need you to be uncomfortable for the next 4 days. We need you to be uncomfortable, get outside your comfort zone. I'm tired of Republicans sitting back thinking it's just going to happen because folks are ticked off at the other guy. It doesn't work like that anymore, folks. This is not your mom and your daddy's Republican Party anymore. You got to work in this party if you want to win. You got to work to the These folks have put it on the line. As the governor tell you, he's a football guy. I can't help himself, but I'm fencing. It's a good thing. We can talk about it later. But he understands.
It's only good to talk about fencing.
Well, never mind. Anyway, but he understands what the fourth quarter is like. He understands what it means to be in the red zone. He understands what it is when you're on that yard line and the end zone's right there, and what it will take to cross it. He's done. He's gotten us here. Now we've got to get him across the line. We've got to push it. We've got to, as the offensive line, we've got to make the hole for him to run through. As the offensive line, we've got to make the space for him to toss the ball. I think it's more of a quarterback sneak in this case. You're just going to get it over there yourself, right? I think he's going to keep it and go for it. But every last one of these folks needs you to do that and to be there over the next 4 days.
We'll do it.
I know you will. And you'll do it for 2 reasons. You'll do it for 2 reasons. The first reason is that you know that when you get up on Wednesday morning and you open up the paper, and you've got your latte in front of you. I can't even begin to tell you what I've spent at Starbucks on this trip. But you're sitting there and you're reading the newspaper and you see that headline, and in that moment you will know you've had a hand in changing the state. You have had a hand in moving Maryland forward. You have had a hand in directly impacting the direction the state's going to go. Folks, you understand, we the people still matters in this country, and it especially matters here in Maryland. And you're going to prove that on Tuesday. The second thing you know is that whatever Chris Matthews feels running up and down his leg, it won't be good. It won't be good. So you get to enjoy a little bit of that as well. So we need you, the governor needs you, Andy needs you, our Senate, House leadership needs you. This is a team effort. This is a Maryland moment where all of us get out there and we show what we're made of and what we're prepared to do. Ronald Reagan said it best when asked how the Cold War would end. He said very simply, we win, they lose. On Tuesday, we get it done right. We get it done right. Not only will the people of Maryland win, but most especially the government of Obama, Reid, and Pelosi will lose.